Right, just a quick video to see how the final bits have gone. So we've got the final vinyl onto the side here. So those bits are on. This bit edge is going to be with a groove in with some T-barred edging on, just to make it from there. We've got the bits on at the bottom ready to go, and what we're going to do is put a plastic cover over this as well. So it's actually going to have some clear acrylic. I'm not sure you can see that. Clear acrylic that's going to go over this as a plate, which means that none of this will get damaged while people are playing. So they have to put keys or drinks or anything like that. Nothing's going to seep into the water to get these through. Done the other side as well. So we now got the sides onto this part as well, and that just leaves us. We got the base done with the bottom. We haven't put the kick plates on at the bottom just yet, but we have got the vinyl onto the side. So the vinyls took a while to get it all into place and get the actual finish that we wanted onto there as well. So it has took a while. All this is MDF. It's just coated with like a sticky back plastic of vinyl on here. So I'm not sure if you can probably see there. So we've actually just stuck that onto the MDF to give it a sort of a plastic veneer. And that's where we're at. We've got the pieces to do tomorrow, which is just this part, and that's it. Right, so Mr. Bradley's on the wire up at the moment, and I've just jumped in just to take a video of it. So we've got the parts on with the holes in. We've actually put another layer on here because we wasn't happy with the graphics to go through there, but literally the holes will fill through onto these parts. So we've got the components with the switches with the LEDs on. These are just literally a push connector that goes through, and they're sort of like on a ribbon wire, so that will be pushed through. And then at the bottom there's actually a nut that actually just tightens them up. So I'll see if I can zoom in a little bit to see underneath where we are. So you can see the locations that we've got down there. And that bit of wood there is just holding it in place while we're working on it for the joystick. Pushing down from there, because these have to be screwed from the underneath. And there isn't an access panel underneath here, which is what we thought we might have to do, but we can get our hands into here. So you can see the board that we've got onto this one. It will connect up to the Raspberry Pi eventually, so that'll be controlled. But these ones that are coming off now, the wires that's already been wired in, you can see we've got the lights on, so they're active. At the bottom there's sort of a little code, there we go, you can see on in each one, so R1, L2, etc, K4, kick 3, whichever. We just need to make sure, or Sir just needs to make sure when he wires them up that they're connected to the right ones. So on the boards are the same. So we've got a board for the blue side, play 2 and the play 1 sides, and then we just need to make sure that the positions on the circuit board are wired up to the same positions location here. So an example, an L1 on the red on this side, it needs to be the L1 on the blue that side. Okay, so the rest of it will fit in from around the back. So just zoom in around the back, and you can see from where we're going to place things in. So at the top we've got the monitor that we fixed in, that's going to have the HDMI cable eventually going to the Pi. We may put a board on the back here just for the motherboard to be held, but this is our access panel that we've cut in, and this will be covered by a piece of acrylic. Oh, right on cue, sir. So a piece of acrylic that'll actually be screwed into place here. Now we have got the electric cable to come through, because obviously it needs to be plugged into a main socket, which we've got to drop into there. But we're pretty much on the last stages now. So we've got pretty much everything wired in where it needs to be. These are the speaker wires that we did a video on, wiring into the speakers. You can probably see from underneath. You can just zoom in a bit, just how it all fits in to there. So the vinyl that we placed on, we've got to put the edging strips over. So for example, if we just look at this for a second, where we've wrapped that round, the edging strip, if this was the side, we've got a piece that just goes over the two onto that part, and that's ready to go, and the screen's pretty much running. So we should have the first test tomorrow, do you reckon, sir?
Absolutely.
So we're getting there. and that's pretty much it. So the edging strip should be here the next few days, and that's the final bit that we need to put on. And the screens, oh, you've put the things on. Yeah, so we've actually screwed this into place here, but we've glued some caps onto the top, around to the screen as well, and we may get the screen up and running with just a demo of a YouTube one, so we can just see the lights on, ready to go. Speakers are in, so you can see with the effect we've got down there, with the speakers in the side, they're all screwed in, ready to go. And we've just got the decals to put on the side, which hasn't been printed off yet, and we've got to laminate the top, I think. Yeah, we haven't done the top yet, so we've just got to stick the the vinyl onto the side. But generally, other than that, it's pretty much ready to go. So it's almost finished.